Yo. Hit him with an intro.
No, I'm kidding.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're gonna be talking about this damn badass regular cab short bed Silverado. So rundown on the car. If y'all haven't seen it on John's video, I'm gonna let y'all know it again. It's a 4.8. It's got Holley high ram, Holley HP, Borg-Warner S4 75, I believe. Cast wheel Johnny. Blackphillbuilt turbo kit. It's got a hooker hot side on it, and it's got a 4.9-inch, some badass TH400 that's in here. It's got a brand new damn bed on it.
The whole truck is brand new.
The whole truck's pretty much brand new. I mean, you can't make up how clean this shit is. Like, the wiring, insane. Like, whoever wired this car knew exactly what they were doing. I couldn't do no shit like this. I'm a peasant.
False information.
That's true facts.
No, it's not.
I mean, seeing this, I probably could, but it's got onboard air. Like, I'm about to put on, after I found out how cheap this shit is.
If your tire goes flat, you can just pump that bitch up.
You can. That's what people do. They actually run. They run a hose to this shit, and they pump the tires up at the track. So I mean, and this thing right here is really not. It's really inexpensive. It's like 140 bucks for this whole setup right here.
Really?
Yeah. It looks baller, but it's really cheap. It's very affordable.
Like cheaper than CO2 cheap or like? Or same.
It's about the
area?
same price, I would say, but you won't run out of air with that because it's unless the pump breaks. But CO2 you can run out because like most people, they go to the track. Well, some people go to the track and they end up developing like a CO2 leak, and you don't know you got a CO2 leak, and then you go stage up and you ain't got no boost because you ain't got no CO2. All you got is 2 pounds, and the car goes from running 420s to damn 820s.
You got dome but no pressure.
Yeah, you got dome but no pressure. But even the bed, like, it's got an Aeromotive, I think one of those like 5 or 7 gallon a minute pumps in here, and it's got optimal battery. The wiring in here is amazing. It's got a Del Rail trans cooler. Same trans cooler that's on the Suburban, baby. So you know that thing is putting in work.
Man.
I ain't got no fan though, because I don't need that. I put mine in the grill, so I'm gonna say plenty of cool. I could drive it 2.5 hours and then touch the trans cooler and it's cool. It might cool it down way too much. Trans ain't got no operating temp.
What is it?
But,
Fucking 65?
yeah, it's a 4065 in there.
Loving life.
Yeah, loving life right now. But I just gotta put some trans fluid in here. I'm explaining the turbo kit a little bit. So we got a 4-inch hot side. It's got vibrant Van Gene clamps on here. It's got a VS Racing blow-off valve. It's got a JGS wastegate. All that hot side and cold side shit I did, except for the hooker stuff that's on here. He bought that and put it on here. But the truck is going to be on E85. It's going to be non-intercooled. It's supposed to be bringing me a radiator and a fan so that we can get the truck heat cycled, but I guess I'm just gonna be starting it like this, and then he's gonna do it because I didn't get this thing out of here. So what do you think, Ben?
What?
About this truck?
I think it's nice. Look at the frame. It's like brand new.
Yeah, the frame is definitely brand new. It's got all tubular front suspension in here.
Well,
I actually think that this truck inspired my boy Frampton, who's got that Civic over there. He's got a regular cab short bed to put his shit back together, because he's putting his car back together, his truck back together.
But is it
and that
nice?
thing, oh yeah, it's nice. It's got a damn funny car hoop in that bitch.
Look at all this room.
Yeah,
Here where a radiator would go.
You can put like 17 turbos in this engine bay.
What's the dude that did that shit with the Mustang?
Yeah, boosted lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put 8 turbos in here and unaffected.
No issues. Just put them all right here.
Space in this thing is a non-issue, I should say.
This is something I like right here.
You can put your baby right here.
Look at
and
this.
the car seat.
Yeah, the coil packs. It's got, what's that? Is that a ZL1 valve cover? Not ZL1.
I don't know, but I like it when people use the factory like the deal where they put the coils in the valve covers and run the short little plug wires.
Yeah.
That was one of the best things about the LS1 is like not having to have those long, like small block style valve or plug wires. And a lot of people like to relocate them, which is good looking, but it gets when
you're going to chase down some burnt plug wire.
Nothing's easier than just being able to pull off 8 little stubby things and rip their plugs out when you need to. Or the hard line, that's look good.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put some trans fluid in here, see if it's got fuel in the tank, and try to get this thing started. All right, guys. So we got the truck fired up for the first time, but on the Holly dash it was showing that it had 0 psi oil pressure. So what we're doing now is Ben is taking the feed line off the turbo, and what we're gonna do is somebody was gonna hold the blade on the wheel so that it's not spinning and it won't damage the bearing inside the turbo. And we're gonna start it and put the oil feed in a cup and see if it develops oil pressure, or if there's oil comes out of the
for a very
line.
short period of time.
Yeah, for a very short period of time. That way it won't damage the motor if it is a motor issue. So
solo cup.
You want to hold the camera?
All right.
Okay, get Ben the cup.
All right. Go ahead.
Am I recording the cup or the motor?
Yeah, I got to pull the power back on.
Alright.
It's coming out?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, so it's got oil pressure?
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. Probably it's just like delayed on the either that or he doesn't have the correct sensor set up in the Holly.
Or that part on the block is dry and there's no.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's coming from by the oil filter. So
It's definitely got oil pressure.
all right, so just put that back on, and then I'll start it and see if there's pressure in the block now.
Okay.
Where the filter's at. If it'll read on the dash. Because we know the turbo's got pressure. I mean,
Well, I've got a manual gauge that can go in that back part.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a bitch to get to because the high ram.
Thought that was a low
High
ram.
right now. That's a high rammy.
High what?
High rammy.
That's a high ramming?
Yes, high rammy.
What does Holly Effie mean?
Oh my God.
I never understood what Effie is.
Fix my vacuum leak.
I was say because it didn't sound like it didn't have oil pressure before.
No.
The lifters weren't making a ton of noise and.
Maybe you might need that little vacuum.
That vacuum leak?
How's it set up in the Holly? Well, that's gonna matter. It's not set up with the right sensor.
You know, it's just like freak red. I think the sensor's just slow.
Which sensor?
Like the oil pressure sensor, because it just started reading PSI out of nowhere. See, it's not set up right. Because now it's saying it's got 121 PSI oil pressure.
Oh, so it's doing what the Colorado did.
Yeah. Oh, that's what the Colorado did?
Remember, it was the Colorado was reading like 111 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have my charger to my Holly laptop, so.
Oh, so you got like
currently
40
not,
laptops.
I'm currently not a Holly tuner right now.
You're a tuner?
No. I'm a tuner.
Can we get that slow mode in the video?
What? Alright guys, so it's been a couple hours later. Me and Jason have been busting our ass to get this ProCharge. What the hell is this thing? A Corvette. Jesus Christ.
C5.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm working on, but it's a ProCharge C5 Corvette. Very clean car. Been working on it for a couple weeks now. Doing an engine swap on it and just getting it right. I had original LS1 in it.
Wait, pause. Did not take us a couple weeks to do this.
Well, it didn't take us a couple
other
weeks.
shit in
There was other
between.
shit in between, but we were trying to get it done and other shit to get the motherfucker running. But anyway, so it's my buddy Kel's car. He bought it, and we don't know if the engine had a problem before he bought it or after he bought it. But anyway, had an LS1. Whoever put the ProCharger on it, it has an ANA kit on it with a Vortec V3. Whoever put the kit on it did not gap the rings for boost, and the car was already making about 630, 640 on 93, and it had no water meth injection, and it cracked the ring land. So I was asking him if he wanted to rebuild the LS1. We kept going back and forth with that. Whether or not we wanted to rebuild the LS1 or put a aluminum block, not aluminum block, but 5.3 in here. So I ended up persuading him to put a 5.3 in here because it would have been easier and a simpler route than trying to rebuild the LS1 and put it in here. So we just did some China studs on it now. It's got BTR head gaskets, LSA oil pump, and I cannot remember what cam is in there, but it had a cam in here already before, and it's got beehive valve springs. So we just put it together. We just did a first starter to make sure it will start. Did an engine prime, everything. It has 50 pounds of oil pressure on it when it's cold. So it has really good oil pressure. It doesn't smoke. So we're gonna do another starter for you guys in this video, and then we're gonna end this out. Fat guy in a little car. No, I was telling you to rev it.
Oh, my bad. Oh, we get a second, third starter.
Oh yeah, we get a third starter. Motherfucking America! Alright, so it's about, I don't know.
It's like 11.
Jesus Christ to 30 right now. It's about 11. So we're gonna wrap this thing up, clean off these tools. Tomorrow we're gonna heat cycle the motor, do a test drive, put the hood and bumper on, and then we'll get it back to Kel's. But got a lot of shit done today. We got the truck started, we got the vet started, getting some shit out. This thing will start in about 1 day. Finally went and got some gas for it. So we're gonna start that.
Got the turbo swapped on Frank's car?
Yeah, got the turbo swapped on Frank's car. Wires already started. Soon we're gonna have that SI that's outside done, and the S10, and then we got like 2 more projects, and then the black G35 should be getting the motor in next week for show. And I don't know what the hell's gonna be next. I do got a damn S10 that's pretty much like this project, but he has everything for it, so I don't have to wait anything. So it should be coming together. That's another project. Yeah, that's another project for another day. Hopefully shit don't take me long. But oh, and I'm gonna have an NSX coming in here for a time belt water pump. So a mint ass NSX. Definitely gonna do a video on that. It's probably gonna be the second nicest car I've worked on in my lifetime. The truck.
That's a close one.
I mean, the vet's cool. We got pressure washer engine man. It might end up being like the 2.5 range. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. This motor sounds way better than the LS1 though.
Yeah,
100%. 100% sounds way better than the LS1. So we're gonna have to redo his catch can setup because right now he was doing some vent shit that was coming out of here, and then it was pulling a vacuum from the motor, and it was putting oil on it and shit. And I don't like that. So I like to vent it the atmosphere. So I'm gonna get him to do another catch can setup. Just get him to drive it easy now, and then it's probably gonna have to retune it because it's a smaller motor now, but it should compensate the O2 sensors. But just to make sure that it's safe and good, we're gonna get him to come back. So hopefully I can get him to get some engine mounts because this thing is rocky.
Blame it on the cam.
Bro, these motor mounts rocky.
What do they call it? A hog ass cam.
Hog ass cam.
Hog ass cam.
Hog ass cam. But anyway, as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. So guys, I forgot to talk about something about the giveaway car and the motor, and we kind of might be fucked. So the LS, like I was saying before, that I was gonna pull the crank out of and put in the GSR and do the whole piston and rod deal, is kind of a yeeted situation right now. So like I told y'all before, I bought these pistons that were supposed to be 81 millimeter, and this is an 81mm block right here. This is just the LS I was going to use. And if you can see, oh, shit. This piston,
unlike what she said, is too big.
does not fit in this block. So normally it should drop down in it, but it doesn't. And this block over here is a 81.5mm block. And this piston slides in that block. So either A, either A, I can either do a piston and rod LS VTEC, which I really don't want to do because it takes away the originality of the car, or I do a stock rod, stock piston GSR. So you guys tell me what you want to do and I'll do it. I kind of won't want to buy new pistons because new pistons are $500, and trying to spend that money on something else like the turbo kit. So yes.